Ukraine Deputy Prime Minister says evacuation buses are not being allowed into Mariupol.
I think my voice should be working now. Sorry for that. I had some audio issues here. So, great trading. Look at this. This is already the several trades I have on my funded accounts this morning. April 4th, brand new trading in the month here. I have to say it's been pretty clear here what's going on when I look at the correlations. At some point, ES was running to its lows, and Nasdaq was actually like mid-range. So really, the markets are just doing their usual thing here this morning. So let's see how this goes. I've got a couple of trades already, like I showed. Here is the funded account with LEELOO and funded account with Apex. And I think we've got something here that we can go get. So Nasdaq being strong here, making a lot bigger moves compared to the ES. So I'm just gonna look for a short here on Nasdaq. Let's see if we can get it. Looks good. Nope. I think I'm gonna have to bail out of this one here, but I think I can get something out of it here. There we go. That was nice. Just gonna put a stop there, and I think we're gonna have a nice little run around this one. Maybe not. All right, so the markets are doing their usual thing here. Really unbelievable how it's been very volatile here at the open. Nasdaq made several highs and lows at the same time. So here are my trades. That's my funded accounts, LEELOO and Apex. Traded them this morning. Sorry, I had some technical issues with the recording of my voice at the beginning, so I had to kind of just stop and restart it, but it's fine. I've got the trades going there, so it should be good. So this is the market context here. So we are above the overnight high. We are above previous day's high here on Nasdaq. ES is just doing really, I don't know what the hell it's doing here. It's just stuck in the overnight range. So we've got one market that's really stronger than the other one. So not super correlated this morning, but I mean, it just tells you how the spread between the two markets is different. So let's see how we can do here. Once again, quickly, that is the two accounts that I'm trading today. So, and as you all know, I also have TICKSTRIKE here. That's giving good indications most days where, you know, for momentum with the other stocks here. I can't say today has been very clear. I've noticed that Microsoft has been pretty aggressive, a bit more, you know, it's been clearer here. I don't know what Tesla is doing here. It doesn't look like it's flashing a lot, so that means that it probably hasn't have. And now here we go. Look at them all flashing green. So the stocks are really correlating well with Nasdaq. So if we see strength in these stocks, and you don't want to really look for any shorts here on Nasdaq, that's pretty clear. So let's see here. So Nasdaq just went through a level that I was looking at, which is the 14,975, coming into my market profile here. I'm going to try to discuss a couple of things here in this video here, and this is FinancialJuice. Once again, as usual, I use this for the market headlines. If we look at the economic calendar, it looks pretty like FOMC minutes here. So we've got the minutes on Wednesday, a couple of Fed guys speaking. So it's pretty light when it comes to major news this week. So the little noises it's coming from TICKSTRIKE. Will always attach the I will always attach the links below, so you're able to filter out which ones you want. I mean, you got the futures, the stocks, ETFs if you want. Crypto is also in there. You've got Forex for people who like to trade Forex. I don't have them lined up, but I usually just use the regular active ones that I have, which is the main stocks. So I just kind of put them here in front of my tape here on Nasdaq, and it's clear, it's just good. And also when I go back to look at recordings and all that, I just like it to have it like this in the middle of my screen like this. So I've been recently discussing with several traders on a new funded firm, which is TICKTRADER. Wanted to just show you guys my affiliate code there, so you could, if ever, I'll also add it to the bottom of the links. They've got a pretty well done website. You'll have to really just review their main payout system and all that. So if you look at their website, they've got all their explanations, how pretty much works like the other firms. They have these here, and they've got several evaluations, you know. And then here, I just want to make sure you guys have it. They are allowing to be licensed through Jigsaw for traders who want to go through evaluations, which is really neat because I trade with Jigsaw, so they also have NinjaTrader and RTrader. They have a daily loss limit for most of their evaluations. They don't have the trailing stops or trailing stops exactly drawdown. So you could also go back and look into that. I just want to pay attention to one little detail. This is the new coupon that they have, 65% off if you start with TickTickTrader. So basically, they have the same pretty much evaluations as the other ones. I'm funded with Apex LEELOO. I also trade my own account with AMP Broker. So this way, if we look at one thing that I like here is that they have what they call they have the Express, which seems pretty cool. I don't know why I can't. Here, choose your plan. So I would have to go in and I would have to choose my plan there. So they have several plans with the monthlies and everything. Quickly, if you want to see that. Other than that, I think there's nothing majorly different from them compared to the others. Also, one little thing is, so when you go into their website, they have, the connections, tick funded accounts, the policies, the activation fee. So they don't have a monthly fee once you're uh, funded with them. They have a one-time fee for each type of evaluation. So like normally, if you would take, let's say, a 4 lot 25K, if we just go back into their evaluations, a 4 lot 25K is basically 25K is right here. Okay, I can't. Okay, so it's the target. You got 4 lots, daily loss limit. I think the Express seems pretty interesting. You don't have a daily loss limit, and the trail down is pretty good. So they have the 90% payoffs. What they're explaining here in this is that they have a one-time fee activation fee for each funded account, and then the payout policy goes pretty much in hand with all the other prop firms, pretty much the same stuff. They actually give you this 40-day thing where you don't make any payouts for 40 days, and then you will get, if you do make payouts during the first 40 days, you'll start with a certain percentage and then you won't have basically 190 to 10, 90 to 100. You only get 50% of the profits if the payouts have been done in the first 40 days. That's a little different from the other firms, but I mean, like Apex is 25 traded days, LEELOO is what, 30 days. TickTick is 40. So I just think that it's good to have several accounts like this, and I'm giving it a try because I also met four traders recently who are funded with them, and I was referred by one of the traders who I've been dealing with for the last couple of years, and he basically mentioned that I should, go and check with TickTickTrader, and TickTickTrader gave me basically affiliate code to go over their website here, and I started a new evaluation just to validate, and looks like everything is good. So guys, here's another firm that could definitely be a good option. And again, 65% off at the moment, which is pretty decent compared to the others, which are close to 50%. So once again, here's my affiliate code. You could go in and I'll put it below the link here. And like I said, they also have the same thresholds pretty much with like the other firms. They call it a safety threshold that you have to go through once you're funded. And then they also have a scaling system. So basically, let's say you were to get that Express account, right? Well, if we go back to the Express account, which is right here somewhere, yeah, it's 14 lots, again, 6,000. um, you know, you have to go get 6,000 basically, which is 14 lots. And they're telling us here that, sorry, it's how much is it? 100K. Yeah, 100K. So you'll start with the scaling 3 contracts max. I mean, even if it's 100K, I think it's still good. They don't allow trade copier on funded accounts, but I believe you are able to use it with
Just remind
the
you,
evaluation.
time we do have the US factory orders month over month. Forecast -0.6%, previous 1.4%. Highest estimated forecast being 0.0%. Lowest estimated forecast being -2.0%. US core durable goods revised. Forecast at -0.6%. Previous -0.6%. US durable goods revised. Forecast at -2.2%. Previous -2.2%. We are also expecting some comments from Bank of England's Cunliffe. Bank of England's Cunliffe is speaking at a European Economics and Financial Centre distinguished speakers seminar. No indication whether a text or Q&A is expected here.
All right, so we've got some news coming up. So that was Financial Juice. And we've got the markets once again really tagging into new highs here. Really, I think we're into buy mode here in these markets once again. Definitely. I'm just going to go and see here what Nasdaq's been doing the last several days. So, we've got, some regions here, which is really interesting to see that the 15,000 is going to be an important mark here. If we're able to close above 15,000, I think we're going to go challenge 1580, 15135, and perhaps go back all the way to 15270 this week, so that there's a good range to be played here on Nasdaq. Let's see how that goes. So that was just a quick view of what's the market doing in the last couple of days. And if I look at ES, I mean, here we're still
German
stuck
Economy
between.
Minister Habeck is to make a statement on Gazprom Germania at 4:30 p.m. local time or 2:30 p.m. GMT.
So that was the price, the new squawk from Financial Juice again. So again, like I was saying, here, ES is still stuck in this overnight range, and I think we really need to get above these single prints to really. And there's like a huge void here of volume. If you look at the volume profile, the market is really between. It's between two major. What is it? Two major distributions. Look at this. We have this whole void to go get. I think we can spend some time here. That's what I'm thinking. And I'll just go back to my dome. So again, once again, for TickTickTrader, you guys could definitely go see that. Give it a try. I will post my links below and also put the, the several codes that I have personally with them, and also with their, as an affiliate with their website here. So hope that helps. And this is the main trading again here this morning. Did the funded accounts, several trades. So I actually have them at the beginning of this video. So hopefully that helps. Was there anything else? I'm just looking at the questions I've been getting in the last couple of,
Just a correction there. That's German's Economy Minister Habeck to make a statement on the Gazprom Germania at 4:30 p.m. local time or 15:30 GMT.
So once again, I think when I come back to my domes here, I had some questions around why I had, once again, this is Jigsaw here. So I have the main, if you look at what this is quickly, if we look at it here, this is my setup here on Jigsaw. Sorry, let me just put that back here. So I have the alert column here if I need to put notes, bid volume profile, and then I have current trades, right? So you're able to erase the current trades, and then here is basically the total trades, right? The total trades of the session. I could erase this because this is all the volume and then how much was printed on the bid and ask. With Nasdaq, I generally normally I would just update that. The one with ES, I tend to keep the full levels so that I know how much was traded on both side. So like for example here we've got a huge void where market really got aggressive above this 44.25, so nothing printed on the bid. And then if you look at the voids, I mean where were the battles occurring here at the 12s, and then this is another battle that we had here. And as you all know, I generally use the footprint, which, sorry, I have to just move around here. This is my regular footprint that I have with Sierra charts, which I'm looking at the battle zones, and then I'm looking at where
ECB's Vassal says that the net bond buying could end as soon as July.
it's every
Says
30-minute
equity rates
rotation.
may end by the turn of the year.
A lot
Says
of
we must be very careful to act before price risks worsen. It says that growth is quite strong and there's no need to delay normalization. Of the US factory orders month over month, forecast minus 0.6%, previous 1.4%, highest estimated forecast being 0.0%, lowest estimated forecast being minus 2.
Okay, so these are the main rotations when I look at footprint, I try to reduce the volume from the new squawk here. Hopefully that worked. So this is again, like I said, the regular footprint that I have just to notice, the 30-minute rotations. I think that could just help you when it comes to, major context of where the battles are occurring. I think there's um, you know, a lot of people, a lot of traders are like, you really just have to focus on this or you just have to focus on that. I think markets are generally, changing a lot when it comes to liquidity, when it comes to volatility, and now you see in the last 3 months we had huge volatility, but now in the last 1 or 2 weeks the volatility has generally gone down, right? With a VIX that's trading a bit lower compared to what was it? We were close to like the 40s, I believe, in January and February. So you know that's something that a lot of traders kind of like put too much emphasis on, what are the main things I have to really focus on. I think at the end of the day, it's really maintaining, you know, uh, a strategy that's what what I call consistent, so that you don't have to always, change the way you invest or the way you trade, but you need to really focus on certain little things that, at the end of the day will make a difference. I think when it comes to the two markets, ES and Nasdaq, the way I trade with, the domes, the tape, there's a lot of good way to factor in the spread between the two markets. Like here, Nasdaq, sorry, is moving a lot faster compared to a ES, right? So that's like something that's important when it comes to my trading. A lot of traders are focused like, oh, VIX is doing this, VIX is at this. I understand, how the VIX works and all that. So obviously, when we had these peaks on the VIX in the last several months here, in the last 3 months, the way you trade that is totally different to a VIX that's coming back to a neutral level. I think the new norm here with the VIX here. So I'm using investing.com just because I don't know why my trading view is just not working now. So I mean the norm seems to be 20ish, and below 20 is kind of like low, above 20 is kind of like a VIX that's higher. I mean I traded the periods where 10 was kind of like low and 20 was high on the VIX in the last 10 years almost, going back to like 2013. I'd say 20 was like excessive and 10 was like really low. So now we're back to like 20 is the normal and below 20 is kind of low and above 20 is kind of high. So it's changing um, regimes, changing little aspects of your daily trading when it comes to the indices. I don't trade a lot of the stocks intraday. I basically kind of have more of a long-term view when I invest in good stocks. I don't want to really start trading everything that moves, because at the end of the day, I think that leads to over trading. Personally, I just want to focus on intraday futures just to really be able to go get the juice and get the profits. Like this morning, look. So I'm already at several payouts here with Apex. So I'm trying to get to you know, another payout within maybe the next month. Here we have some news that came in from Financial Juice.
In line with the forecast of minus 0.6%.
So that was Financial Juice coming in with some U.S. durable goods revised. Sorry, the economic data here. Just gonna try to reduce the voice of that, just to not interfere with mine. So like I said, if you're able to go get 2, 4, 5K per month on little trades like this with the funded accounts, and then I'm not aiming for home runs every day, because most traders and most of the traders I deal with are always kind of you know, they're willing to make just daily profits, keep, you know, the consistency, because that's the main way to kind of get, you know, I think profits with these funded accounts as well, and not try to overtrade. Like, you know, it's already 30 minutes into the day, and I've got several good trades. You know, I'm above the threshold for most of the funded accounts that I have with LEELOO and Apex, so I've already made several payouts. Uh, I think I've mentioned that in the past, but you know, it's good to always, you know, kind of give you guys the details of what's going on. So if I can just quickly show you guys here that, you know, I've got the main Apex funded account where, you know, I've gone through the buffer, made some payouts already. So I can show you the Rhythmic account here. So that's the balance I have on my 17 lot Apex funded account. So this is the funded account here. I've already got the payouts, and this is the balance that's still in there. So I've got $5,400 that I've basically traded more than what's already in, you know, above the buffer. I'm just slightly above the buffer. So hope that helps, because you know, I've got several questions, and again, the funded accounts are legit. They do make their payouts. And if I was not, you know, linked to so many other traders that I've got to know in the last several years, and I always double check, and I actually speak to each funded account personally. I I get in touch with the people there, and I actually call them, and we have a webinar together, and we really discuss, you know, the payout system and all that, just to make sure I understand everything. And I have not seen anything that has been, you know, sketchy or anything with any of these firms. And I always validate with other traders who have been funded too. So, I mean, when it comes to Apex, LEELOO, Earn to Trade, TickTickTrader, Bullinox, they are all legit. They do make payouts, so do not hesitate to go and validate. I think at the end of the day, it's really seeing which firms are doing which kind of promotions, and whatever is, you know, cheaper to go get, or if they have a certain, you know, promotion that's more interesting compared to the others. You just have to validate that for yourself and see what fits your what fits the bill, you know.